Hello everybody, and welcome to the Sunday night edition to Into the Night with me, Sean Kelly. Hello, Cindy Simpson. Thank you very much for coming in tonight, and everybody else who will pop in and say hello. And I want to say hello to all my viewers that are all around the world tonight. Um, I'm glad and happy that I could actually spend an hour with you. I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi for allowing me to give you this hour. Also, remember um, that I also have a show on Tuesday nights from 8:10 to 9:10 on this channel, on this platform here. And like I said before, my show and every show on this platform goes all over the world. So not only are we hearing it in the United States, we're also hearing it in China, we're also hearing it in Australia, New Zealand, all over the place. So um, I want to welcome everybody for this hour. So it's going to be an open discussion night tonight. I don't know where this show is going to go. Okay, I mean, we had 3 weeks of paranormal. I figure I'd give it a little break and just talk and see how everybody is doing. What is on their mind? If there's any question that you would like to ask, feel free to put it in the chat room and we can get to it. Uh, First of all, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Holly. Hi, Sean. What's your plans for the heat wave this week? Well, Holly, honestly, where I work at in the meat room, it is like 48 degrees in that meat room. So I'll probably be staying in the meat room all this week. And when I'm done, I'm just going to head for the nearest air conditioned place and I'm just going to stay there. I am not looking forward to this heat. That's something I'm going to bring up about this heat. Hey, Joe Fox. Hey, buddy. Your trap is closed. I promise. Dude, you could talk all you want, my man. Seriously, please talk. It's all good. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Um, Father's Day to me is really, really important, really, really big. My son, he's 33 years old now, and he lives out in Indianapolis. But you know what? Today I was just looking back, and being a father to him, I am so proud to where he has gotten himself to. You know, and to me, that's one of the biggest, uh, nicest things that I have, contributed to my son's success is that, I mean, granted, he's smarter than me. There's no doubt about that. But I tell you what, you know, I just helped him along in his career to get where he's at right now. And I am so proud of him. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. Joe says Happy Father's Day to you. Thank you. And today I got two phone calls from him, and the first one is thank you for being my father. And I didn't know how quite to respond to that for him saying that. But it warmed up my heart a little bit. Gave me some warm fuzzies on the inside when he said that. But the second phone call is the one that really, really, really touched my heart. Okay, he just called me like once in the morning and then in the afternoon, and he said, "Daddy, I just called to tell you that I love you and thank you again." And you know what? You know how I talk about it at the end of the night when I close my show with, children go to your parents and give them a hug and tell them that you love them. Well, my son did that today. And to be honest with you, it was a little tearjerker there for me when he said that. And of course, I told him that I love him, and I do with all my heart. Joe Fox says, "Wow, you are definitely blessed, sir. How many sons do that?" Not, you know what, Joe? I don't know. I don't know. But from what I see around me and what I witness when I'm out in public or I'm at work, you know, I do see a lot of guys my age, maybe a little bit younger, that do go with their mums and they do the shopping with their mom, and you could just tell the love that they have for their mothers. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But when I watch guys my age, like I said, and younger, it's like I watch them with their mothers, and you could just see the love in their eyes for their mom, you know, and and that's how it should be. My mom, um, I wished her a happy Father's Day today. My mom, because my dad died. Oh gosh, like 35 years ago, and my mom raised me. I was 24 at the time, and I'm 62 now. And my mom was both mother and father to me. And I seriously need to thank all the mums out there, the single mums, and the widow mums, who took care of their children when their father was either deceased or wasn't in the picture. So I fully believe that mothers are also, you know, our fathers. And I thank my mom for that today, you know. Now I don't know how many people, you know, think of what I just thought about moms being dads. Um, but my mom went through hell. We put my mother through hell, you know. And a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people say, why are you still at home? And I am at home. It's because I got to take care of my mom. Okay. I have to take care of her. All those years that she took care of me, now it's my turn to repay. You know, it's my turn to do it for her. Sometimes she can go crazy every now and then, but you know what? That's mom. She's Irish. She's a stubborn Irish woman. You can't get harder than that. And I don't know, but I don't know about you people out there, but when my mother still got it. What I mean by that is all she has to do is look at me at a certain way, and it's like, oh hell, I'm in trouble now. Does anybody else experience that to this day? You know, I experience it all the time. I call it the evil eye, but that's okay. That's mom. You know. So I want to thank all the mums out there, single mums, and the widower mums, and all mums out there where their children have no father. You deserve it. You deserve it more than fathers do. Cindy Simpson says, "That's no one's business, Sean. You are amazing to live with your mom." Thank you very much for that compliment. I appreciate it. But it's just a fact, you know. Um, I'm not afraid to share the truth. I'm not afraid to open my mouth and talk about things like that, you know. I remember though, Cindy, a long time ago, I didn't want to be here. I wanted to do my own thing, and that was, and do whatever I wanted, be who I wanted to be. And, it's just stuff happens, and I'm here, and I'm okay with it. Joe Fox said, my dad passed in 2007, and I miss him so very much. I understand, Joe. There's this thing on TikTok where there's a question that they put out there, and it's even on Facebook. It's like, if you could spend 5 minutes and talk to somebody that's in heaven, who would you talk to? And I always say my father, my dad. And my dad, he died when I was 26. No, I'm sorry, 24. And and I was lost because, again, I didn't have that father figure there. And then my mom was going through her own stuff. But somehow I survived, and I'm still here. But back to that question, who would I want to talk to for 5 minutes? I would like to talk to my father. And, and to say and tell him that I love him, you know. And hopefully one day, when I pass, when I die, I hope he's there waiting for me and with open arms to give me a hug and tell me that he loves me. Because I sure tell him every night when I can. I do. And that's what it's all about. Love. Now back then when I was growing up, and Joe can talk admit, and Cindy same way, Holly. Back then you got your asses whipped if you did something wrong. You did. No ands, ifs, or dots about it. If you did something wrong and the neighbors got a hold of you, you got your butt smacked by the neighbors, and then you got home, you got your butt smacked by your parents. You know, and that's how we were raised. And with today, I see the 20s and 30-year olds out there who disrespect their parents, disrespect their moms and their dads. And that's not good. That is not good. I mean, this Gen X, the Gen Z, the millennials, whatever the hell you want to, call it. We're all people. I don't care if you're 102 years old or you're just 6 hours old. We're all people. People take pride in this Gen Z stuff and Gen X stuff. Hell, I'm a boomer, hon. I'm a boomer. I'm okay with it. But when I sit back and I look at all this stuff that these youngins, I call them the youngins, do, to their parents and to their aunts and to their uncles and to their grandmas now. That's one person you don't mess with is grandmas, you know. But when I see that happen, and it just eats me inside. It's like, you know what? You need to go instead of Cindy Simpson said, yes, we sure did get many butt cracks for one offense. We sure didn't do it the next time we learned the first. That's true, Cindy, but in my case, I would repeat it. I would do the dumb thing again and get my butt kicked, butt smacked or whatever. But I learned. And what I learned by the butt, getting cracked on the butt, is that I learned to respect my parents. And I learned how to respect my elders. Even to this day, if I see an elderly person, I'll always say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Because it's the way I was taught. Joe Fox says yes. But who knows what's going to happen? I mean, with the next generation coming along, who knows what's going to happen? And what name are they going to give that generation? Who knows? But in my opinion, you need to respect your parents and your grandparents and your aunts and uncles. I don't care how old you are. I don't. Because we need to. Because at one time we were that 20-year-old looking at, our grandparents who looked like me. They had gray hairs and they were old. I never thought in a million years growing up that I would be in the same position as they are today. But here I am. I'm here. And it's crazy. It's crazy. But again, I want to wish everybody a happy Father's Day. Mums and dads. So Joe, Cindy, how was your Father's Day today? Did everybody, did you cook on the grill for your families, for your dad? Did you just let him sit back and relax? Did you cut the grass for him? Did you help him in the garden? Because I know some dads are like very finicky about them messing around with cutting the grass and planting in their garden and stuff like that. Or did you give him a beer? Did you give him a necktie? A card? Something? A card goes a long way, you know. But I hope you took care of your father today. And I hope you took care of your mom today, too. Because they definitely deserve it. Mm-hmm. So, Cindy, Joe, Holly, and who else is in the chat room? Is there anything you want to bring up tonight that you want to discuss? Anything? Please feel free. Please put it in the chat room. And if anybody out there, and this is for everybody, if you want to be a guest on my show, please send me a message on the Pittsburgh Paranormal Society Facebook page and tell me you want to be on the show. And whatever you want to discuss, please tell me, and we can get you on this show. I'd be more than happy to do that. I would like to hear from other people. Cindy Simpson says, yes, always do a card and some money so he can get what he wants. Yes, Joe. Yes, Cindy, it's true. Joe Fox is the same. I'm thinking. Keep thinking, brother. My brother, Patrick Kelly. Hello there. Hey, brother. It's my brother, Patrick. He's funny. Can I be a guest? I asked you tonight, and you said no. So there, maybe down the road a little bit. Patrick, Cindy Simpson says hello. But I like having my brother on my show because he's funny. And but back to, if you want to be on my show tonight, please feel free to send me a message, and I'll get you on. I will get you on, and we can talk whatever you want to talk about. Okay? Let's see. So think about it. Now, back to being on this show. Now, my guest last week, the girl from the stars, and she had a Facebook page. And I saw some of the stuff that she put out there on her Facebook page. But what I liked about her the most, and I hope other people did too, my brother goes, also he gets better ratings when he's on. Pat's right. But what I liked about the girl from the stars last week was the way she was being honest with us, how she felt about all the situations that she was in, you know, what she experienced. And she just made me feel good, because it was like, I was talking to an angel. If I have to be honest with you, it was like talking with an angel. I don't know. She had so much positive energy, and when she discussed, what was his name, Brian or Billy, I think his name was, and you could just tell the excitement in her voice. So, people out there, Cindy and Joe, Pat, what do you think of, and Holly, what did you think of the girl from the stars? Feel free to, put your, to say what you want to say into the chat room. So, I liked her. In fact, I've been having a lot of good guests. And this month is Paranormal Month. So, I might take a break from it this Tuesday. Cindy Simpson said, yes, such amazing energy and information. Yes. And I promise you guys, I will get her on the show again, and she'll discuss more of that information and amazing energies. Yeah. Um, so I'm going to go up on Cindy's, Cindy here. What I didn't even check yet, but can I friend request her? Yes, you can, buddy. Yes, you can. Just look for the girl from the stars or with the stars. I will, let me see if I can find her here real quick. But what I like to know, now, Cindy, this is up your road. This is up your alley, huh? What do you guys think of Reiki? What do you think of Reiki? Cindy, would you like to mention a little bit about Reiki if you want to? And I'll read it out loud. Um, and then I'll get it to you before the end of the show, Joe. Would you like to share anything about it? Um, to me, Reiki's interesting. Okay. I do believe in it. I do believe that you can heal a person with your hands through the energies of out there in the universe. It does work wonders. But what do you guys think of Reiki? Cindy Simpson says, I absolutely love it. Such amazing healing energy. If I can ask you a question, Cindy, what got you into doing Reiki, if may I ask? I know a lot of Reiki masters out there, everybody, and it really, really works. I mean, you might, be. Joe Fox says that he believes in it strongly. I've seen it work. It worked on me. It worked on my friends. It worked on a lot of people. And it's okay. I mean, you're entitled not to like it. You're entitled not to believe in it. You know. Cindy says she did it for the meditation and healing energies. I like the meditation part and the healing. And Cindy's good. Cindy's good. She's a good Reiki person. But like I was saying before, you don't have to believe it. You don't have to accept it. But, if you go with my motto that I've had for a long time, I will respect what you believe. Please respect what I believe in. And that little saying there really, really goes a long way for anything in this world, anything in life, anything that you do, you know. Belief, just show respect. I wish I could get into learning Reiki, and I'm sure that maybe one day down the road I might, take a dab at it and learn about it. But it's very, very interesting. There's no science behind it. Now tell me if I'm wrong, Cindy. What you need is a lot of faith. And you have to trust that you can do it. I know being an empath, and I'm being honest with you, I did psychic readings. I don't like the word psychic. To me, the word psychic means that you're trying to make money off it. A sensitive, I like to be called a sensitive because I'm not really, it diverts from the main word psychic. That's my own thinking, Cindy Simpson says, Sean, you would be amazing at Reiki. Thank you. Thank you. Cindy, think about this. If I can I get you on the show one night and you can talk about Reiki? Would you like to do a show with me? I'm not putting you on the spot here in front of close to 221,000 people. But if you would like to come on the show and talk about Reiki, I would love to have you on. And you can share your strength and your experience with it, Because a lot of people who watch my show, they have an open mind. They have an open mind, and they would respect you, Cindy. Yeah. And you know what? That's for anybody who wants to come on the show. If you're a tarot reader, you want to come on and do a tarot reading or should talk about, working with the tarot deck. If you're a shaman and you work with animals, if you want to come on and talk about animals, if you're a pagan or if you're a Wiccan, you are more than welcome to come on the show and talk about it. Because there's a lot of things that I don't know. I don't know. But I would love to have you on the show so you could tell my people, and we can go from there. But you know what? It's at the 30-minute mark. And you know what that means. Cindy says, I was so happy to find someone that taught Reiki at an affordable price. You need to get Sue on that taught me Reiki. She has a lot more experience. Then if you can send me her information, Cindy, I appreciate it. And with Sue being on, I'd like to have you on the show with her, if that's okay with you. I'll let you think about that, but please send me Sue's information. I appreciate it. But it is at the 30-minute mark, and you know what, everybody? It's that time, that 70-second break I take all the time, so you can go get something to drink, smoke a cigarette, go to the bathroom, do what you got to do. And on that note, I will see you in 70 seconds. Hey, welcome back to the second half hour, second 30 minutes or 20 minutes we got into the night with me, Sean Kelly. I also want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi. And I also would like to thank Carnation for sponsoring my show tonight. If it wasn't for Carnation, then I wouldn't be here for the show, you know. Um, we were talking about Father's Day. To recap the first half hour of the show, I just want to thank the fathers and wish you a happy Father's Day, and the mums who are single mums out there. Um, you know, happy Father's Day to you too, because you know, you deserve that. Um, then we were talking a little bit about Reiki, and Cindy Simpson said she sure will send the information. Great. I appreciate that, Cindy, because I will get the both of y'all on and we can learn about Reiki, you know? Uh, so, oh, we also talked about the girl from the stars, my guest from last week, on how much positive energy she had and how much knowledge she had, you know? And to reiterate, if you want to be a guest on my show, we could talk about anything and everything you want. All you have to do is send me a message to my Facebook page, Pittsburgh Paranormal Society Facebook page, and tell me you would like to be on my show, and we can talk whatever you want to talk about. So every show is an interesting show here. You know. Um, oh, cool! Cindy just ordered some animal spirit books. Good girl. Did you get 10? Did you get the one from Ted Andrews, Animal Speak? And Ted Andrews, the book Animal Speak, is not one of my sponsors, but I like to give him kudos because I learned a lot from him about animal spirituality and what um, you know, what each animal represents. And I'm glad that you brought that up, Cindy, about the animal spirit books. Animals, when I first got into meditations, okay, I was learning the meditations of the Lakota Sioux, okay. Um, and they worked with a lot of the animals. Oh, cool. Cindy, you got a great book. I can't wait for you to get it. Man, it's really cool. You'll learn so much. And you know what? It will blow you away when you read some of this stuff. But when I was in the learning to meditate, I started to, you know, read up on animal totems, animal spirit guides, and come to find out that whatever animal crosses my path, it could be a cat, it could be a dog, it could be a deer, it could be a bear, it could be any type of animal that presents itself to you. There is a reason why that animal is in your life for that moment. And what I would do was I would write down the animals that I see. And it's not just animals, it's also birds. It's also birds. And there's also reptilians, you know, um, toads, frogs, snakes, whatever. But whenever an animal, shows himself to you, then there's a reason behind it. And I used to carry that book that I talked about, Ted Andrews, Animal Speak. I used to carry that with me because I needed to know. Oh, okay. Hold on, Joe. I needed to know why that animal was shown to me. I'll put it here in the chat room there, Joe. Right here. Hold on. Okay, Joe, here it is. And everybody out there, this is my Facebook page, the Pittsburgh Paranormal Society. And the logo, PPS, that is the picture I have for that. Just like this up here, if you guys can see it right here. That right there. That is my Facebook page, and that is the logo that is on my Facebook page. Okay? But back to the animals. The animals are the greatest thing on earth, I believe. Okay? And I would like to share a couple stories with you on uh, how animals are attracted to you. I remember I go out here in Dormont in the South Hills area. We have a park. It's called South Park, right? And when I really first got into the meditating, I used to go out there and find a quiet place to just sit, close my eyes, and meditate. And and one time I was in a meditation and I woke up and there was a mother raccoon with 3 or 4 babies sitting facing me. And I'm like, wow, that was crazy. And as usual, I always thank the animal. Ah, you're welcome, Joe. Good. I'm glad you can get aboard that. Um, but when the raccoons like sat there, you know, and looked at me, I thanked them. I was startled. I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is insane. But I cleared my mind out, right? And I asked them the question, why are you here? Why are you sitting in front of me? And honest to God, you know, when you hear that voice in the back of your head and they say it's your subconscious mind, trust me, it isn't your subconscious mind. It's either a spirit or someone talking to you. And I will take that to my grave because I truly believe it. Okay. But, and all I heard was just to say hello to you. And then they walked off. How cool is that? And when my son was small, like 7 or 8, I was divorced from his mom. Um, we would take a ride out to South Park because he liked to go out to South Park. And we would get into the park and we'd be driving through the park and we'd come to this certain bend. And he would say, quote unquote, Mother Earth, can you please show me a deer? And as we rounded the corner, there would be a deer on the side of the road looking at him. Now, what is that? What do you call that? Dr. Doolittle? Do you call that insane? Do you call that coincidences? That you ask for something and you get it? Blew my mind away. And so every time that we would go to South Park, he would say the same thing. And there would be a deer waiting right by the road. So they do listen. Animals listen to you. If you could take 5 minutes, if you see a deer, if you see, even put your hand on a tree, put your hand on the tree, totally open your mind up, and just wait for the voice to come to you. It's that tree that's talking. It's that animal that's talking. And like I said, not so much with the animals, also with the ravens. I have so many ravens that follow me, it's unbelievable. It's crazy. It's insane. I have like 10 of them here at the home. I got 3 at work. Every morning I pop in, there they are, sitting on the lights, waiting for me to, to gawk at me. And all I say is hello and good morning. And I go into work. But every day in the morning, they are there waiting for me. Sometimes I think I'm a freak because stuff happens like that and it blows my mind. But as time went on, I no longer considered myself a freak. I considered myself being blessed, by Mother Earth. I found myself being blessed by the animals, the spirits. I get on here and I talk about ghosts. I talk about, demons, and I talk about angels and whatever. But when it comes down to the animals and the spirits of the animals, it's a whole new world out there. And I am real proud to say that I am definitely part of that. And I'm okay saying that. Trust me, I didn't get it overnight. I worked hard for it. Because I have ADHD, and once when I start something, I start it and I go and I go. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. You know what I mean? I just go and go and go because I want to learn more. I want to learn more. I want to see more. And I guess you can put that with Cindy and her Reiki, okay? Because she wanted to learn more about it. If I could recommend anything to anybody, go to the woods. Now remember, I'm from the city of Pittsburgh, and I'm not really good at the woods. But I found a secluded place in the park, pretty close to other people. And just sit there and have an open mind and just soak in all that energy from the trees, from the plants, from the water, from the birds, from the animals. It really wakens you up. And you leave that place, you leave wherever you're at, feeling 10 times better than you went before you went into the place. Cindy says, I tried to block my spiritual gifts for so long, and now I'm embracing everything I can. And you know what, Cindy? I am glad and I'm grateful that you did unblock everything. Because at one point in time, I was like that. I never could understand why, but you know what? For me, honestly, it was like I kept being forced to do this stuff. Excuse my language. It just seems like every time I tried to not do what I was supposed to do, it ended up anyway. And what I mean by that, my spirit guide and the spirit world, always put me on paths in which I had to go through, And I'm just being honest here with you on that. There's so much about me that you all don't know. Some people would think I belong in a mental hospital on some of this stuff, And you know what? Today I'm proud to say it. I'm proud to say what I do. Remote healing, remote viewing. I'm starting to learn that. But I'm proud of all this stuff that I do. But eventually it will come. And who knows what's going to happen down the road? Who knows? Maybe there's more levels of me that I'm going to be going up further. Or I'm going to find somebody that's going to come and they're going to teach me about the way they meditate, you know? And then I'll learn from that. And then when I learn from that, then I'll be able to tell my people um, what I was taught, and I can teach it to you. Cindy Simpson. I say this all the time. She says, I'm so happy you are on my path, Sean. You opened up a lot of things that have helped me so much. Thank you, dear, for that nice comment. Thank you very much for that. See, I believe, Cindy, and I believe that everything happens for a reason. There are reasons why people are put into our lives. There are reasons why there is situations that arise in our lives. And, I love it. I love it, especially when the people come in, and I'm glad that I could help Cindy out. I really am. And I'm glad I can help other people out too. But you have to remember, Cindy, you have to remember everybody out there. You also help me. This isn't a one-way street. And I'm not here to boost my ego. I'm not here to pat myself on the back. I'm just being honest. You help me. I mean, I got a great following. I got a good platform that I work on, and I couldn't ask for anything more, anything better. Yes. And I thank you all. Well, real quick before I read a card, because, we have about 5 minutes left. And I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the weather. The weather, yes. Everybody, please, this week, I was talking to some of my friends in Canada, and they're going to get exactly the same weather. I know you are, hon. Thank you. I know you are. But I talked to my friends in Canada, and they are going to get the exact weather we're going to get here in Pittsburgh. The next 5 days, it's going to be in the high 90s every day. So please stay inside where it's nice and cool. Please drink a lot of liquids. Don't get dehydrated. And if you're starting to feel sick, please go to the ER, do something. Me neither, Joe. Me neither. I can't stand it either, buddy. But try to cool off. And for the love of God, please, I know you guys, some of you people out there are health freaks and you like to go out jogging and running. Please stay in. Go to a treadmill and run on the treadmill. And for people who have a hard time breathing, make sure you have, that puffer thingy that you got, and make sure you have a couple numbers, emergency contacts with you, because it's going to be a rough one. It really, really is. I just want everybody to be safe. Yeah, the high 90s for the whole week. That's craziness. But what I want to do, I got about 2, 3 minutes left. I'm going to draw cards. I haven't done it in a while. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I got it. The blank. But with this card, I'm going to draw 3: the past, the future, and the now. What I like you guys to do, if you're new to this, write these, animals down. And what I would like you to do after the show, please Google those animals and their spiritual meanings. Now, I'm telling you, This reading could be for anybody, or it could be, the animals might not be there for you. So the first card I'm going to pull is the past card, okay? And that is the buffalo. You get it? This is your past card. In the past, the buffalo. Okay? What the animal for you that is in the now right here. Okay? This would be the raccoon. That's funny, we just talked about raccoons. The raccoon is your card for the now. And your future card, future animal, is the horse. Okay? That's your future. So remember, your past card was the buffalo. The now card is the raccoon. And the future is the horse. Write those down and then just see if, just look up the spiritual meanings on it. And hopefully there's something, a message for you. But listen, everybody, I got to go. Thank you for being on. Cindy, Joe, Holly, everybody that came in, my friends all over the world. Remember, children, if you can, please give your parents a hug and tell them that you love them. And parents, please give your children a hug and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents and if you have no children, find somebody and give them a hug and tell them that you love them. Because those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. And on that note, it's time for me to say goodbye. See you Tuesday. Stay cool, everybody. Stay cool.